Guys, how you're doing? A super quick video today. Just a few updates to keep you in the loop. But first, intro. So number one, really excited to have a new bit of gear coming. It is from a Australian company down in Tasmania. They make handmade hammocks, but also quilts, and a quilt is exactly what I'm getting from them. It is for the wife. So she's tested my quilt that I got about a year ago a few times on a few different trips, and has decided to make the switch herself from a sleeping bag over to a quilt. So that should be coming by the end of the week, so in a few days. Yeah! I will make a full initial impressions video, or I'll make an initial impressions video and then a full review once we've used it a few times. Those of you, especially in Australia, which are interested in supporting a really awesome Aussie company, if you're interested in a hammock or quilt or a few other camping goodies, I'll pop their information down below. Number two, really excited to share with you upcoming trip over to the Kosciuszko National Park in Easter. So still a couple of weeks away, but the wife and I are planning to get out and do the Aussie top 10. Really maybe even Aussie top 12 or 13. So that's just basically the highest summit in Australia. Planning to make more of a cinematic video for that trip, and a few of you will see, or you guys will see, basically that Australia doesn't have any major mountains, or especially when it comes to the highest peaks. They're all just really giant hills. But it's a trip I've done before and a really cool little multi-day hike, so it'll be awesome to share that with everyone. And speaking of hikes, it's still that little bit too hot. I got out on the weekend to do a Rogaine race, a 6-hour. Temperature hit in the 30 degrees, and it was just that little bit too miserable to consider going on a multi-day trip or even just an overnight hiking in that kind of weather. So it is starting to get a little bit cooler, and hopefully not too much longer before I'll get on the trails and start making more hiking and camping videos. In the meantime, I wanted to ask if anyone has any suggestions for videos. I actually got a pretty good suggestion not too long ago. Was, I guess, a bit of a joke suggestion, or a bit of a sarcastic one, but it's actually a good one, and that is how to get your wife or your partner into hiking and camping. Now, I do have some experience on that. When I first met my wife, then girlfriend, when it came to stars, she judged her accommodation by the stars, and now she enjoys sleeping underneath them. So a bit of a change there. It was a bit of a journey. There was a bit of a process to get her to that point. So it's actually a pretty cool video idea to share that, because I know a lot of my friends which have been in a similar situation where they've loved camping, they've met someone, they haven't really been into camping or don't really like it, and it's a bit of a transition process to get them there. So I'll share with you guys my journey on that. Maybe that'll be helpful. But if there's anything else you want to see, any ideas, let me know down in the comments below. Until then, thank you for watching as always, and also as always, until next time, happy trails.